From Cichy Stadium in Fargo, North Dakota. Good evening, everyone. I'm Emmett Kenny alongside Hadley Huber as we get set for North Dakota High School boys soccer action as the Shanley Deacons prepare to take on the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Boys varsity soccer on Shanley TV is presented by the Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after this brief message from our Deacon partners.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Beyond Boundaries Therapy Services, Butler Machinery, Ed's Marine, the Fargo Jet Center, First International Bank and Trust, Forum Communications, Haley's Hope, Hurley's Religious Goods, Luther Family Buick GMC, Master Construction, Moore Engineering, Network Center, Northern Improvement, Off the Wall Advertising, Robert Gibb and Sons, Sanford, Shields, Taxman, TCI Insurance, and Wolf Steel Construction.
Thank you, Ms. Phoenix. The North Dakota High School Activities Association and the Eastern Dakota Conference encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponent. As high school athletes, you're committed to fair play, responsibility, with respect. We invite you to support these efforts. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce
Welcome back, everyone, here at Cichy Stadium as we get ready for some boys high school soccer action. And right now, we're going to take a minute to listen in on tonight's starting lineups for our match.
Dylan Cichy. At defense, number 5, Brady Lambert. At midfield, number 6, Kaya Black. At midfield, number 7, Caden Abilene. Defender, number 9, Melvin Dennis. Midfielder, number 10, Hussein Mohammed. Defender, number 13, Jackson Kusani. Defender, number 18, Seth Kotzbacher. Midfielder, number 21, Anis Mohammed. And between the posts, your keeper, Cooper Selson. Your Mustangs are Cichy coached by Durham, Mankey, Randy, Sheernick, Thomas, Schrader, Jacob Anderson, and your head coach, John Chili Melendez. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your starting 11 for your Cheyenne Mustangs. And now let's introduce the starting 11 for your Shanley Deacons. Midfielder number 2, Jordan Miranda. Defender number 3, 10, Russell. Forward, number 4, Hugo Zamron. Defender, number 5, Carter Jaeger. Midfielder, number 6, Drew Boswinger. Defender, number 8, Chase Dew. Midfielder, number 12, Landon Odin. Defender, number 13, Jordan Deep. Forward, number 14, Braden Aldinger. Midfielder, number 18, Kyle Stitch. And between the posts, your keeper, Armin Anderson. Your Deacons are assisted coached by Dylan Bowe, Jared McPherson, Evan Wenkin, and your head coach, Ryan Christensen. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your starting 11 for your Shanley Deacons. Tonight's officials have been registered by the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are just a few moments away here from some high school soccer as we get ready for the Shanley Deacons to take on the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. And two teams coming into this one with some good success, the other team not so much, as Shanley has had a rough start to their year. They're certainly going to want to improve their overall win total with a win here tonight over a very talented Sheyenne team that comes in with a nice record at 3-1-2, trying to vie for one of those top positions in the EDC. And with that being said, Hadley, what are some of your players here to watch for on both teams tonight that you think could have a big impact in this game?
Yeah, I think Kai Black is going to be big for the Mustangs to come out and just kind of lead his team through this game. And for the Deacons, with both captains, Owen Mears and Evan Reinholtz out, it'll be interesting to see how Jorgen Dietz steps up and leads the team.
Well said, Hadley, as we are just a few seconds from getting underway here. Kicking off for the Mustangs, it looks like this is going to be number 7, Caden Aberly, a junior on this squad. And the Mustangs here, a team that has quite a bit of experience, plenty of seniors as well as juniors on this roster. And I'm sure they're going to want to utilize that experience over, I think you could say, a more inexperienced Shanley roster that we have here tonight. And with this kick, we get things underway. This one now back to Kai Black. Moved up towards the middle, looking there for Sipe. Can't get to him, though. And now this one's moved back to Zamarone. All the way back to Dietz in place of Owen Mears at center back for tonight's game. After Owen had an injury in Shanley's last game. Dew settles around the midfield. Cut out well by Sipe, however, and now he'll possess. Back over to the Mustangs now, is grabbing hold of that one is Mohammed. Mohammed looking up to Aberly, able to get on the end of this one, moving up well through the middle. Moves that one over to Colley. Colley, a nice move around Miranda. Miranda gets a touch, and it looks like that one rolls out of bounds. We'll have to see what the call is here, and it is going to be a goal kick for the Deacons.
This is Armin Anderson's first starting game in the net, so this will be interesting to see how he also leads the team from the back.
Yeah, agreed, Hadley. Anderson, a senior, had been benched for a sophomore, Cole Jagger, at the beginning of the season, but now it's his turn to show what he can do here in net for the Deacons. And I'm certainly going to be looking out for a big game from him, trying to cement himself at the starting role. Odin now possessing on the near side. This one's moved back to Russell. Russell under pressure there from Mohammed, and Mohammed takes it from him. Aberly running alongside, looking for a run through the middle. He's able to play it to him. Aberly against Dietz now. Armin Anderson stays in the net, and he tries to get on the end of that one. Can't quite do so, though, and what an early start here for the Mustangs, as Anderson just missed that one with his fingertips, and Aberley slots it away in the bottom corner for an early Sheyenne 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Cheyenne really put the pressure on the Deacons' back line there, and I think as the game goes on, the Deacons are going to have to be careful about how long the ball stays at their feet.
Getting back underway now will be the sophomore Carter Jagger, one of many sophomores on this starting lineup. Beiswinger looking for Altringer downfield there. Black between Beiswinger, and Beiswinger comes away with that one. However, now it rests at the feet of Cheyenne. Moving up with this one is Sipe. Sipe looking out to Kuzni on the run. Looks like it may have taken a deflection there off of Zamarone, and now it winds up in the arms of Anderson, who will get us back underway here. Anderson, a nice punt down there to Dew. Dew flips that one up to Altringer. Altringer looking back to Dew, can't quite connect though. And getting on the end of this one will be number 21, Mohammed. Looks like that one took a deflection off of Zamarone, and now we will have a throw in here for the Deacons.
And your Mustang goal coming at the 2-minute mark. Unassisted by number 7,
Zamarone once again now getting ready to throw it back in here. Altringer trying to get on the end of that one. Now it lies with Odin.
We go, King.
Stitch loses that one to Mohammed. Looks like some accidental contact there between Odin and Beiswinger of Shanley. However, they retain possession. As Altringer shoves off a tackle there, I believe that was Kotzbacher in the back line. Black with some nice footwork, moving up through the middle. Getting on the end of this one now is Mohammed. He plays a beautiful through ball over to Mohammed. He works up the field, a tap towards goal, and what a tip that was from Armin Anderson, deflecting that one away from net. Trying to get on the end of it on the far side was Cauley. Couldn't quite get there, though. And a nice save there from the senior Anderson, able to keep goal number 2 out of the net.
That is definitely going to be a play that Cheyenne wants back. Those are ones that most of the time you kind of want to get those in the net.
Agreed, Hadley. He easily could have put that one away, just couldn't quite get on the end of it, though. However, Cheyenne does come away with a corner kick as this one swinged into the middle. Looks like that one ended up in the side netting, and Anderson will have a goal kick. Shanley conceding early here in this one. They're certainly going to want to try to get back on the right track, possibly going to try to get forward early in this one to recover that deficit. And a beautiful redirect there from Aberley. Looks like that one just skimmed across the left post there. And some nice early pressure here from these Mustangs, as Anderson is going to have yet another goal kick here. Looks like that one may have been a mishit, as now it lies in the middle. In possession there was Sipe, lost the ball though, and now Odin has possession. Moves that one out to Dew. Dew takes a bit of a deflection there. I believe that was Mohammed getting on the end of that one. And that results in a Shanley Deacon throw-in. Dew back to Zamarone. Zamarone looking downfield for Altringer there. Cut out well, though, by the junior defender Kotzbacher. Now Zamarone in, looking for Beiswinger in the middle. Flipped up by Black. And now Mohammed retains possession without much defense here from the Deacons, as Aberley once again redirects through the middle. Getting on the end of that one was Miranda. And now it rests with Beiswinger, the sophomore, in the middle. And what a ball that is over to Jace Dew. Dew's going to try to run this down. Can he get there? Just looks like he may have had to lunge a little bit too far to get on the end of that one, as that will roll out of bounds for a Cheyenne goal kick here. Getting ready to take this one. I believe that's Kotzbacher on the back line, as this one's booted up to Aberley. A nice flick. Trying to find Mohammed on a run. Can't quite reach him, though. Miranda now trying to take this one away from Dennis. Dennis retaining. Passes this one back. Getting on the end of that one was Lambert. Lambert with a nice shield there, keeping away Miranda, as now it's swinged over to Kotzbacher in the middle. Some pressure put on there by Altringer. Would have been nice for the Deacons if he could have gotten on the end of that one. However, now it rests with Mohammed, looking for Aberley once again, and he does find him. Aberley in a foot race. Anderson stays in his 6-yard box. Now he comes out. Aberley with the cool finish into the bottom left corner, and look what we have here. It's an early 2-0 lead for the Sheyenne Mustangs.
Yeah, so far Cheyenne is kind of outplaying the Deacons. I think the Deacons need to work on their possession just to try to keep it away from Cheyenne because they're showing their speed and their chemistry up top.
The Deacons already certainly feeling the loss of Owen Mears. A lot of speed that he brought on that back line now diminished as Aberley is able to blow away clearly from a few defenders on that back line. And they're certainly going to be wishing that Mears gets healthy soon and he can get back in the starting 11. Zamarone over to Altringer, takes a bad touch off of him, and that'll be a throw-in here for the Mustangs, already up 2-0 very early in this one. This one back to Kotzbacher, thrown to Black. Taken away, though, by Zamarone, trying to find a play here in the middle. Mohammed was spaced in the room. He keeps working up there. Met well by Dew, and it'll land up at the feet of Odin. Odin out to Zamarone. Met well by Sipe, and it'll go off of him for a Deacon throw-in. Dew letting this one go down the far sideline. Kotzbacher trying to move that one forward. However, it's redirected by Beiswinger back into the Cheyenne zone. And now it rolls out of bounds here for a Deacon throw-in. Some positive attacking play here for the Deacons, starting to try to get it into the Cheyenne zone a little bit more often. Certainly feeling the losses of Owen Mears as well as Evan Reinholtz, a couple of captains on this team. And they're going to have to work around that tonight as they have a foul called on them here. And it'll result in a loss of possession as Kotzbacher gets ready to boot this one away for Cheyenne. Beiswinger trying to take that one away from Muhammad, can't quite do so. Now Muhammad launching this one down the sideline, trying to pick out Cauley that time. Cauley and Chase Miranda with a nice header to give himself possession here. Tries to work it around Miranda, and he does. Now he's met by Russell, able to get around him as well, but he's shaken off a possession. However, Black wins it right back here for the Mustangs. Aberley a quick tap back to Black here, and he's keen to just dribble this one out and try to find him some space. Nice defense there from the sophomore Beiswinger. He has Jagger running down the far sideline. Looks like that pass could have been a little bit more forward, and a redirect here from Jagger. Trying to get in the end of that one is Altringer, and he does. Plenty of space now for him around the 10-yard line. However, he squanders that pass. Zamarone with a nice attempt out from about 20 yards away. However, a smooth catch there from the goalkeeper, Wangan, able to get on the end of that one.
Yeah, that was a promising transition from the defense playing, or from the Deacons playing defense down to the offensive side of the field.
Mohammed there looking outside to Cauley. Cauley now moving up the sideline. A beautiful move over to Aberley, and he was offsides. And the flag will go up on that one, and it will result in a Deacon free kick. Looks like it's going to be Dietz booting this one away for the Deacons. Usually a midfielder is number 13, Dietz. However, in the absence of Owen Mears, he was asked to move back tonight, and he has the tough challenge of marking both Mohammed and Aberley in the middle. We're going to see how he stands up to that test, and so far it has been a rough night for this whole Deacons backline, so they're going to have to really look to turn it around and try to get on the scoreboard here. Black working his way up the near sideline. Over to Mohammed. Mohammed with stitch on him, loses this one to Beiswinger. However, he wins it back. Has Mohammed running down the sideline, can't connect with him though. Black tripped up there by Beiswinger, and that will warrant a foul. And looks like Beiswinger may be getting a little bit of a talking to here from the referee. However, there was no complaint from him. Waiting for the Mustangs here to restart. It looks like it's going to be either Black or I believe that is Lambert getting ready to take this one. And they'll move it out quickly. I believe on that far side is Kuznia. Met there by Altringer, takes the touch off of him, and it winds up out of bounds here for a Mustang throw-in. Mohammed now. Right around the edge of the 18-yard box. He moves this one back, and it's floated in by Kuznia. Aberley lets this one go to Black, and what a shot that was on the volley from Kai Black, able to get some tremendous contact from a decent distance away. However, that one went off the crossbar of the field goal post there, so that is out of bounds. Nonetheless, a great attempt there from Black, trying to get his team one more on the scoreboard.
Armand Anderson did a great job of knowing that ball was not going in the net, didn't even make an attempt to jump for it.
Yeah, certainly worked out for Anderson there. That wasn't on target. If it was, though, that could have ended up poorly for him, but he had the instincts to know that that one was going overhead, and now once again it's Black in the middle. Back to Black now in the middle. Plays this one through to Mohammed. Mohammed has to work around a couple Deacons, and he does. A shot there from 18, and it's handed very well by Armand Anderson, and he'll get us back underway here with a punt. Not much pressure being applied here by the Deacons, just letting that one go straight to the Mustangs. As now it lies there with Colley. Up to Mohammed in a battle against a couple Deacons. Shakes them both off and wins possession. And now he'll just move this one back towards, I believe that is Lambert. And the Mustangs continue to just control the time of possession here, although they squander that one. Poor touch coming from Kuznia. However, Cheyenne's still in a really good position in this game, up 2-0 early. And I'm sure they're going to look to add some more to that tally if they can. Now Zamarone chipping it over to Jagger. Jagger with space. Oh, and he has just a bit of an early go there. Looks like he maybe could have tried to take another touch, try to find some space. However, he lets that one go, and it sails over the crossbar.
Yeah, the Deacons are going to really have to take advantage of their opportunities, especially being down 2-0 early. If they want to get back in this game, they're going to have to start putting some in the net soon.
This one moved up by Lambert. Contending for this one is Colley. Now it's Odin in the middle. Odin flips it back in attempt to wrestle there, but Black ends up with it. And once again, it's Lambert. Moves it over to Kotzbacher. Now to Mohammed. Some great passing we're seeing from these Mustangs very early on in this one. They're moving the ball quickly and efficiently, and that's something that their coach is certainly happy with. And now Jagger looking for the sophomore connection out to Beiswinger. Beiswinger run into by Mohammed. That one will roll out of bounds. And it will be a Deacon throw in here, getting us back into this one. Beiswinger looked like he could have swung that one in, but he elects to let it out. And I believe you're going to have a corner kick here now for the Deacons. A nice play there by Beiswinger, just letting that one roll out of bounds. And nope, never mind. It's going to be a throw-in now. Looks like the referee changed his signal there. And not sure what the stoppage was there now, but Jagger will throw this one back to the Mustangs, and they will end up with a free kick. Referee asked them to back up a little bit here. Taking this one is Kuznia, and now it's Kotzbacher in the middle. Kuznia with some time. A brilliant move around Zamaron. However, it just went out of bounds, and it's going to be a restart here for the Deacons. Getting this one forward is Dietz. And
yeah, the Deacons have had the ball in the Cheyenne half for quite some time, so I think they're trying to think about scoring here now.
And right as you say that, they have some time in the space. It ends with a Russell back to Jagger. A bit of a shot there, but it took a deflection off of Kotzbacher. Another chance for the Deacons. Certainly a positive sign here as they're able to get some offense. However, that one does end up out of bounds, and it's going to be a Deacon throw-in. And now it rolls out of bounds here. I believe we may have a substitution coming on now for the Mustangs, and it will. Coming off here is going to be number 9, Melvin Dennis, the senior defenseman.
Number 2, the pass run home.
Getting us back underway now. It will be a Mustang throw-in. The Deacons trying to apply some early pressure here, trying to get the ball back and maybe capitalize on one of those chances that they had. Jagger got a deflection on that one and moved all the way back to Stitch. Zamarone now getting it on the top of the 18. What a move that is from him, able to slip around a couple of defenders. And now that's Mohammed moving that one back to Sipe. Mohammed gets on the end of it on that far side. And now he moves this one up to Mohammed. However, he was offsides. And that warrants a free kick now for the Deacons.
The Deacons have done a very good job holding their back line the past couple of times, and that's definitely going to be a key thing, especially with Mears gone and Dietz filling in his place. They're going to really want to make sure that they're communicating and holding that line.
Agreed, Hadley. They have kept that high line, caught the Mustangs offsides a couple of times early in this one. What a pass that was from Black over to, I believe that was Colley. And now it lies with Altringer. Altringer flipping this one up to Jagger. Can't get on the end of it, however. And now Jagger's going to flip this one. And it ends over on Kuznia's back corner, and now he will retreat to get onto this one. Jagger now applying pressure to Kotzbacher. He'll just clear this one downfield, and it ends up on the feet of the senior, Jay Stu. Poor pass there, however, and Mohammed gets on the end of it. Bit of contact on that far side, but the referee's letting it go, as now Dew will resume play with a throw-in. Beiswinger attempting to gain possession here. Some aggressive play from him, and the referee will call a foul here. However, a positive sign there for the Deacons. Beiswinger showing some grit here, trying to win the ball back for his team. That one ended up out of bounds. I believe it was off the Deacons, and it's going to be a restart now for Kuznia. Kuznia looking to Aberle. A beautiful touch there from him, and now it's Mohammed swinging this one over to Kuznia. And what a play that was from the senior Kevin Gladich, able to shake him off the ball and win possession, and possibly saves a goal there for his team. And now the Mustangs will ready their attack and get going once again. Mohammed possessing in the middle. Tripped up there by Zamarone. No call, however. And now it's going to be Dew clearing down the middle. Russell with a high touch there. Some beautiful control to move that one over to Altringer. Altringer there pressured by Rana. And now it's Colley. Looking for Mohammed on that far side. Just put a bit too much on it. And it'll end up as a Deacon throw-in as we have a substitution here.
Substitution for your Deacons. Number 2, Jordan Miranda.
Yeah, it'll be good to see how Miranda brings some new energy to the team. The Deacons haven't really subbed a whole lot, so they might be starting to get a little tired.
Certainly Miranda going to look to energize his group here. Going to try to get him going. And now moving back towards his goalie here is Rana. Rana now up to Sipe. He moves that one out to Colley. Colley possessing up the middle. Lands at the feet of Black, and he redirects it over to Mohammed. Mohammed plays it through to Aberlane, and it's a foot race. He's able to move around Dietz. Takes an early shot from the 18. That ball had quite a lot of dip on it. However, it was Anderson with the quick hands, and I don't believe it would have counted anyways, as it was offsides there on Aberlane. He certainly doesn't agree with that one, but we're going to get a restart here from Dietz at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I think that was a close one. The Deacons are very lucky that that was called offsides.
Yeah, certainly a good chance on net there from Aberle. He has had some positive attacking play for them, breaking through the Deacon back line on a few occasions now. He has their first 2 goals in this one, so he's certainly a player that can put some tallies on net. As Zamarone tries to have a go there from some great distance, and that one will sail over the crossbar, and it ends up as a Mustang free kick. Getting ready to take this one. This will be Lambert, one of many juniors playing here for the Mustangs tonight.
Substitutions for your Mustangs. Number 8, Robin Mahar.
Substitution coming off here. Sipe played a very good game in midfield so far. Only a sophomore on this team, and coming on for him is going to be Magar. This one winds up out of bounds, and now it'll be Mohammed getting us back underway. And now Colley in the middle over towards Black. Looks like Black got clipped from behind there, and it will be a yellow card for Drew Beiswinger. Looks like the referee had complained to Beiswinger about a couple of his earlier fouls, and he says enough is enough, and Beiswinger will receive the yellow, and he'll come off now as Gabe Noah, a sophomore, will come on for him.
That's pretty early to be receiving a yellow card, so when Beiswinger comes back, he's going to just have to be careful for the rest of the game that he doesn't get another one, which would turn to a red.
Certainly. A lot of aggression there coming from Beiswinger in the beginning here, just past the midway mark of this first half. Certainly a good sign for the Deacons to have a player that really wants to get the ball back. However, just a little bit too aggressive there, and he ends up earning a yellow card. Now Colley over to Black, and now a wonderful tip back to him as he's looking to play this one through to McGar. He does, however, he is offsides. Once again, the Deacons really keeping a nice back line there, catching these Mustangs offsides more than one time. As the Deacons get this one back underway, that one slipped past Jagger, and now it's going to be Lambert just booting this one down. McGar can't quite get on the end of it, and it'll roll out of bounds now for a Deacon throw-in. Noah trying to flip this one around Black. However, Black's able to come away with it, and now Aberley plays it to Mohammed. He has Mohammed in some space, and he does find him on the far side. Dew trying to clear that one. However, Mohammed retains possession for his Mustangs. He swings that one into the middle. Dietz not able to get on the end of it. Now it rests with McGar. McGar over to Black. Has some space around the 18. Have to see what he does here. A beautiful through ball there, looking for Aberley. Cut out well, however, and then this one will roll out of bounds. However, the Mustangs remain on the attacking side.
Yeah, it looked like Black maybe could have had a shot there.
Yeah, it had plenty of space there around the edge of the 18. Maybe could have turned and tried to take a shot. However, saw it fit to look for Aberley down the middle. Aberley already going for the hat trick. Just 23 minutes in here. Already a great game for him. And I'm sure he's looking to get that third up on the scoreboard. And getting ready to take this corner kick now for the Mustangs is going to be Colley. Colley swings this one back post. Able to take a deflection, and Aberley does go down in the box. However, no call from the referee, and it ends up in the arms of Anderson, and he's going to get ready to boot this one away. Jagger there with a bit of a poor touch, and it's going to roll out of bounds off of him. As Kuznia runs back to get on the end of this one to throw this one in.
And substitution for your Mustangs, number 9, Melvin Dennis.
Melvin Dennis coming back on now for the Mustangs. Another senior on this lineup, taking out, I believe that was Lambert on the far side. He has had a great game at right back so far. Able to resist the pressure from Miranda, Zamarone, and some others. And Hadley, it looks like the Deacons have shifted things around a little bit here. We have Russell moving from the defense up to the midfield, as well as Gladich moving from forward back to defense. And now Altringer's going to try to get on the end of this one. Can't get a good enough touch on it, however, and this one's going to roll out of bounds. And I believe that ends up as a Mustang goal kick.
Yeah, I think the Deacons are trying to find what works with people and who they can work best with, and just kind of try to figure out how they're going to score some.
Yeah, certainly with a couple of these really good seniors out for the Deacons, they're going to have to do a little bit of trial and error here, trying to see where players work out at certain positions. And Russell just gets ran over by Black. No yellow from the referee here, but it is a foul. And once again, this will be this will be a free kick here from Jorgen Dietz. Took a bad touch that time off of Altringer, and this will end up as a Cheyenne throw-in. Cheyenne certainly taking their time here. They realize that they have the lead and content to just try to milk the clock here a little bit. Now Dietz in the middle. Moving this one back to Do. Applying pressure now is Mohammed. Noah moves it up to Zamarone. Dispossessed, however. I believe that was number 8, Magar, in the middle. And now look who it is. It's Magar on the near side, working into the 6-yard box, flips it across. And that one took a redirection there off of, I believe, Gladich. And Anderson with the heads-up play able to change his movement and get on the end of that one before it slipped in on the near post.
Yeah, that was great hustle by Gladich back, possibly preventing another Cheyenne goal.
Getting ready to swing this one in for the Mustangs is going to be number 10, Mohammed. Swung into the middle now, and it takes us a couple bounces around, and Do is just content to clear. Trying to find Russell on the end of it. However, it's going to roll out of bounds now, and Rana's going to get ready to throw it in. Mohammed, a nice shoulder, flipping that one over to Mohammed. Back to Mohammed once again in the middle, and then over to Aberly. Aberly gets a flick on it, and look what it is. It's a hat trick here for Caden Aberly. Just at the 13-minute mark, and he gets his third already here in the first half. As what a ball that was from Mohammed, working it over to him. And Aberly, as you can see with the smooth finish, just slotting it into the bottom corner. Not much that Anderson could do with that one.
Yeah, I think the Deacons really need to make sure they keep their heads up. There's still a lot of game left, so this definitely isn't over by any means. I think they still have a chance to win this. There's a lot of time left.
Certainly, and the Deacons are really going to have to improve their mentality here, as the referee is walking over to the Shanley bench here, trying to have a conversation with somebody on the bench. Not sure who that was, but looks like he's upset with some talking there on that Shanley sideline. As now Russell goes down.
And Mustang goal coming at the 27th minute, assisted by number 21, Anas Mohammed.
Miranda's going to lay this one back now for Do to get a free kick. This one's skied down now by Sheyenne. Looks like it went out of bounds at around the 35. And now Do is going to throw this one. However, Mohammed intercepts. Mohammed working through the middle. Has Magar on a run. Ball could have been better played, though, as now it rests with Zamarone. Flip over to Jagger. Jagger looking for Russell down the near side. Couldn't find him, though, as now Black comes away with it. Mohammed on that far side. Moves this one back there over to Dennis. Dennis now moving it across to Colley. Colley trying to find a sprinting Magar. Coming out of his net there is Anderson. And he's able to scoop that one up before it results in any chance for Sheyenne. Kotzbacher now to Black. Black looking for Mohammed. And he will retain possession. Met there by Noah. And kept in very well by Miranda. Miranda trying to get on the attacking end once again here. Can't quite do it, though. As now Black switches fields and shifts it over to Rana. Altringer with a touch. However, it ends up at the feet of Magar. Magar now back to Rana. Rana moves this one back to Lambert. And now it's Colley in the middle. Some great ball movement here from these Mustangs. The ball never seems to stick to one player's foot. And they have certainly done a great job of attacking here. A stoppage in play now, as that was yet another offsides here on the Mustangs. And it'll be Dietz getting ready to get us back underway now. Approaching the 10-minute mark in this first half, Deacons are certainly going to try to have to ramp up their offensive efforts here if they want to get on the scoreboard. Black now on the near side. Moves it to Magar. Back to Black now. Right back to Magar as he moves it right back to Black. Black looking for a switch, and he does have Colley in the middle. these Deacons just look a little bit out of sync on defense. Certainly going to have to sharpen things up here if they want to get back on the attacking end instead of just defending. And they were looking for Aberley there on a through once again. Couldn't find him, though. And now Mohammed takes possession back to Black. Now to Mohammed, and he'll look to find Aberley. And Stitch tried to shrug him off. He did a good job of that. But a nice play there from Anderson coming out of his 6-yard box. Able to get a deflection off him that one before it results in Aberley's 4th goal of the game. Hugo with a nice challenge there. However, the referee will call a foul on this one, and getting ready to swing this one back into the middle for the Mustangs is going to be Black. Black once again in the middle. Looking now on the outside, I believe that was Mohammed. Couldn't get on the end of it, though, and that works its way over to the Shanley bench, as now we will have a substitution for the Mustangs.
Philip Wiganowski. And on for your Deacons, number 1, Cole Jager, and number 12, Landon Odin.
Yeah, Cole Jager making an appearance for the Deacons. Normally he is in the net, so it'll be interesting to see how he reacts to playing in the middle.
And now Russell is going to boot this one. Trying to get on the end of it was Odin. A nice flick there from the goaltender, Jagger. And now it's Odin moving it back to Russell once again. Miranda with some nice play there, shielding it away from a couple of Mustang defenders. And now he's going to try to send Russell down the near side. However, a very athletic play there from Dennis, able to cut that one out. Dew going to get a throw in here now for the Deacons. Opts to go out to Odin. Odin trying to move it over to Miranda. However, it doesn't work out for him as that one will roll out of bounds now approaching the 8-minute mark of this first half.
I think the Deacons definitely want to get a goal before halftime, just to go into the halftime with something under their belt so they're not trailing by 3.
Certainly they're going to have to try to look to at least add 1 to their tally here, try to get a bit of momentum before this second half. And now Mohammed just shakes Stitch off the ball quite easily. Very physical play there. Mohammed couldn't quite get on the end of it, however. And it'll roll out, and we will have a substitution. Coming off here is going to be the captain, Mohammed. Coming on now for the Mustangs, I believe that was Casas at midfield. Zamarone now looking for Miranda on that one. Rolls a little bit too far, however. And now it lies at the feet of Colley. Colley over to Black. Black with a clever ball over to, I believe that was possibly number 17, Wiganowski, trying to get on the end of that one. First that we've seen of him tonight, a nice attacking play there from him. But it doesn't work out for him, however, as I believe that was Dietz was able to recover and shake him off the ball there. And now Magar is going to work this one back over to number 19, Casas. And now it'll just roll out of bounds for another Mustang throw-in, approaching the 5-minute mark here. Bit of a shove there from, I believe that was Casas once again. Able to move Jagger off for the ball. However, he is called for the foul. And now Dietz takes over possession. Dietz moving it down the field. Now it ends up with Jagger. Dew able to shield, I believe that was Wiganowski, the player that had that attempt a little bit earlier away from the ball. And now he earns a throw-in for his side. First we've seen tonight of Ben LaVisca, one of these juniors. He's certainly able to provide a spark to this team and we are going to see if he can make an impact in this game. Shaking off the ball there was Mohammed, and now it lies at the feet of Miranda. Miranda trying to work up that sideline, however, it takes a deflection off Black, but it still ends up as his ball. Now it's going to be Dew taking this one out.
I think the Deacons really want to pick up their attacking pressure, especially with only 5 minutes left. Their time is running out in this first half to try to make something happen.
They're certainly going to have to try to apply some pressure here, try to draw one back, see if they could get to a tie in this game or maybe even a win. Still a lot of soccer left to play as Jagger works up the middle. Intercepted very well by Dennis. He goes down a little bit gimpy, but he's able to get up here. Ball works its way out of bounds now, and it's going to be a throw-in for Miranda. And now moving up that far sideline, that's going to be Mohammed. Mohammed able to find his teammate Colley in the middle. Colley over to Black. Now back to Colley. Colley just dribbling around Deacon defenders effortlessly. Lambert punches this one back towards Black. Trying to work around Odin. Some nice defense there from the sophomore. And now it lies with Waganowski in the middle.
Does a great job of Ben LaVisca not letting Sheyenne get the ball in the middle.
Yeah, one of these energy players for the Deacons, able to jumpstart his team when they are feeling a little bit low, and he's certainly going to have to do that here tonight. Try to get his team back on track in this one. Jagger with plenty of room to move up the middle. He's met, though. I believe that was Colley getting on the end of it. And now Mohammed with plenty of space. Mooks it over to Black, who has no one within a great distance of him. Dribbling around defenders quite easily. And now he's going to move this one out over to Angus. Angus moves it back to Black. Black back over to Colley. Mustangs just playing keep away here from the Deacons, and it's what they've done most of this half, and it's worked out very well for them as they have built up a very nice lead of 3-0. Jagger did a nice job of chasing after that one, and that led Kotzbacher to just pass that one out of bounds rather than risk giving it away in a goal-scoring position, as now we get closer to that 2-minute mark in this first half. Jagger going to get ready to throw this one in for the Deacons. Looking for a man here in the middle. Tries to move it down to Altringer. Booted up now by Colley, and the Mustangs do a great job once again of clearing their defensive zone and getting back on the offensive foot. And now Colley moving it over to Black. Black's going to move it to Kotzbacher. Passes this one across the 18. Trying to get on the end of it is Lambert, and he does get there in time. And now it's going to be Kotzbacher in the middle. Kotzbacher working this one over to Angus. And now it's McGar with a beautiful pass over to Black, and he's off to the races. What a pass that is with the left foot, trying to find Wagenham, and he does. However, now it rolls back to Mohammed. Mohammed with some space, has a go. And Anderson did a great job there of getting back to his feet. Looks like he slipped right on his 6-yard box, but he's able to readjust and make the save. Mustangs let this one bounce towards their own goal. However, they move it back up to Black, as now he has plenty of space in the middle. As we hear from the PA announcer, there's 1 minute to go in this first half. Certainly the Deacons going to try to put this half behind them, go to the drawing board, see what they can change to improve their odds of winning this game. Certainly, though, a performance that Coach Ryan Christensen will not be too happy about so far in this one. Jagger just going to have a go, try to test that goaltender for Cheyenne. He catches it quite smoothly, though, but I see what Jagger is trying to do there. Just try to test their goalie, see if he is ready, because he hasn't had a whole lot of shots against him tonight. So the Deacons just trying to see if they can keep working away at this lead, see if they can possibly get one up on the scoreboard, as now Anderson gets ready to boot this one down the field once again.
10, 9, 8.
Now, the Deacons haven't had many shots on the keeper, so I wouldn't say that was a bad shot by Jagger, just trying to test him out.
2, 1.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the first half here at Cichy Stadium. Our score, Cheyenne 3, Shanley 0. And Hadley, heading into this halftime, what adjustments do you think both teams can make to improve their chances of winning this game?
I think Cheyenne is really just going to try to outpossess the Deacons. They've been doing that so far, and I think that's kind of what's working out for them. On the other hand, I think the Deacons are really just going to have to start attacking more. It seems to me they've been playing more defensively minded, and I think if you're going to score, you need to start playing on the offensive.
And as we approach the halftime marker here, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed watching our ShanleyTV.com broadcast, please consider making a donation to help us continue to bring you quality programming. We rely on donations to bring you every broadcast, and we need your help to continue to improve the quality of our productions and to add new features for you, the viewer, to enjoy. If you are interested in donating, please contact Joel Shuey at 701-893-3225. Again, that's Joel Shuey at 701-893-3225. Thank you for watching, and thanks for your support of Shanley TV. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in just a few minutes with more boys high school soccer action. Welcome back to Cichy Stadium here, ladies and gentlemen, as we resume our game here with the score at Sheyenne 3, Deacons 0, as Shanley will get this one back underway. As now Dietz is going to move this one over to Odin. Odin over to Jagger in the middle. And now Odin moving it back over to Dietz. Dietz going to boot this one down the far side. And now it ends up with Zamarone. Zamarone with some positive play for the Deacons. Has a go. What a shot that was from Hugo Zamarone. A beautiful take from about his own 20-yard line. And a great shot there that looked like it just skimmed by the left post. But certainly a positive sign there for the Deacons coming out of halftime. One of the first goal kicks here for Sheyenne in this one, as they will get it back underway. And now it's Zamarone looking for possession. Loses it, though. And now it's over to Rana. Now Sipe moving it back to Rana. That was number 9 there on that far sideline, Dennis. Just losing possession. However, the Mustangs regain it here as Odin, however, turns them over. Now to Stitch in the middle. Stitch plays it back to Jagger. Jagger flipping it out to Beiswinger, who now moves it over to Dew. Dew going to move it over to Stitch. Tried to lay that one off for Jagger. However, they weren't on the same page. And Sheyenne was able to interrupt that connection. And now Miranda moves this one over to Beiswinger.
Yeah, the Deacons have put together some pretty good passes, so if this doesn't end in a goal, I think that'd be pretty frustrating for them.
Certainly, Hadley, they're going to look to get on the scoreboard here. Certainly some positive signs for them attacking so far in the second half. Gladich takes a poor touch there, and it looks like it could have been a chance for number 9, Dennis, throughout the middle of the field. However, he was offsides. Once again, one of these things that this Shanley backline has done very well is catching this team offsides, and they certainly have done that on several occasions tonight. As now Dietz moves it to Jagger. Jagger out to Stitch. Stitch now playing this one back to Dew. Dew looking for options down the near side. Able to find Stitch, however, he loses possession over to Magar. Now Mohammed moving to the middle. Mohammed with a clever flick up to Aberley, and once again, it's a foot race. Aberley gets on the end of it. Shaking off the ball very well. Plays this one back to Mohammed. Mohammed with some time. Just kind of duffed that shot, though, and now it's going to be Anderson coming away with this one, getting ready to boot this one away. Push from behind there from Zamarone as he was trying to shove Sipe off the ball, and that will be whistled dead.
Yeah, it looks like the Deacons opted to stick with Anderson in net. Last game, they switched it up at halftime.
Yeah, interesting move there from the Deacons. I'm wondering if they liked what they saw from Jagger at the midfield position, maybe warranting that move to keep him from the net. And now it's played back to Dew. Dew with plenty of space here as he tries to move that to Altringer. Altringer tried to keep that one in bounds. However, it did just roll out of bounds. And now the Mustangs acquire possession as Aberley shaking off the ball there by Dew. And now it's at the feet of Altringer. Turned over there by the Deacons, and now moving up to throw this one in is going to be Kuznia. Deflected over to Zamarone, trying to move that one to Beiswinger. Couldn't quite find him, however. And now Beiswinger finding some space up the near sideline.
Yeah, Drew Beiswinger has done an awesome job for the Deacons in the middle, just trying to control it for them.
Yeah, he has been a force in the middle tonight. Been very physical, able to shake many of these Mustangs off of the ball. However, not able to add to that scoreboard yet. And now Aberley pushing Dew off the ball, and it will be a whistle here from the referee. And now Anderson going to boot this one down the middle. And we do have a player down for Cheyenne. I believe it's number 4, Sipe. And now he will walk off on his own power. Coming on for him is going to be number 11, Colley. And it looks like Anderson's just going to re-kick this one.
Substitution on the injury for your Mustangs, number 11, Abraham Cully.
And now moving back to take it is going to be Dietz. Dietz plays it down the middle. Beiswinger with a nice touch. And a great redirect over to Altringer. Altringer chips this one over to Odin. Odin now working it over to Stitch. Stitch lays it off once again for Odin. Now Beiswinger in the middle. Poor touch from him, and it ends up on the Mustang back line. Takes a deflection off of Beiswinger, though, and he keeps running after it. Altringer with a poor touch there, and it will roll out of bounds. But once again, some great effort there from Drew Beiswinger. Stitch redirecting this one over to Jagger. Jagger with plenty of space. However, a really poor pass there. Looking for Zamarone. Just doesn't quite work for him, though, but still a positive sign there from Jagger. Able to move up the field, gain possession here from these Mustangs, and that's certainly the type of play they're going to be expecting from their sophomores to try to step up in return for these injured seniors. Now Mohammed in the middle. Trying to flip that one over to McGar. McGar now over to Black. Colley hit Black on that one. Looks like he's a bit shaken up. And now on the far sideline, McGar. Looks like that one just got away from him. And now he rethrows it over to Mohammed. Mohammed not able to corral that one in the 18, and it turns over to a Shanley goal kick. And now Dietz is going to let this one go down the middle of the field. Nice play from Odin to redirect it back to Jagger. Jagger to Odin. And now it's turned over to Black. Black, a clever one, too, with Aberley. And what a pass that is over to McGar. McGar going to get on the end of it. No, he won't, as it rolls out of bounds now, and Anderson will get himself a goal kick.
That, again, was a place where the Deacons need to get their ball off the foot quicker, especially in the middle. The Mustangs have a lot of people in the middle that are able to steal the ball from them and play good defense, so the Deacons really need to watch out for that.
Yeah, some very good midfield players here on this Mustang roster, and the Deacons are certainly going to try to have to step up to that challenge of playing just as good as, or if not better than them in this half if they want to get back into this game. And now Mohammed looking for a cutting Black. Couldn't find him, though. Takes his space and now lays it off to Colley, who just has a goal. What a shot that was from Colley from about 30 yards out. And a great effort from him. Just goes right to the post. And it'll be Dietz for the Deacons once again taking this goal kick. Booting it down now is Dietz. Now to Altringer. Altringer back to Beiswinger. And Beiswinger is going to loft this down the middle towards Zamarone. And now it's Rana. Nice play there from Zamarone, able to take that one away from him. And look at that, Miranda with some very aggressive play, able to shrug off the Cheyenne player. Zamarone with some space in the middle, flips it on net. And that one just went the whole way across the goal line. Looks like it could have caught that top corner, however, just a little too much juice on it. But however, still some very positive play here from the Deacons trying to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was a great play by the Deacons. That has to bring some confidence to them.
Gottsbacher letting this one go down the middle. And now Dennis running after this one. However, Dietz gets a nice touch, and it's over to Miranda. Miranda now to Jagger. Bit of a miscommunication there, but however, he does a great job of staying on the ball. And now Beiswinger has space in the middle. Beiswinger trying to get off a shot, can't quite do so. And now it is cleared by Cheyenne. Now possessing on the far side, that is going to be Mohammed. Mohammed, several players making runs here, and he finds Colley in the far side. Odin, nice job there to dispossess, and now he moves it to Jagger. Now Black with the ball, moves it over to Lambert. Poor touch from him, and it'll roll out of bounds for a Deacon throw-in. Substitution now being made for the Deacons. Coming on is going to be number 3, Daniel Russell, a junior, taking off the sophomore Odin.
And welcome back onto the pitch for your Deacons number 3, Dan Russell.
And now Dew, flipping this one up to Beiswinger. Beiswinger with a nice flick to keep it in bounds. Tripped up there was, I believe, Black, however, no call. And we certainly have seen some very good stuff tonight from Beiswinger. Beiswinger has been physical. He's moved the ball very well. He's had a couple of scoring opportunities. He's been all over the place for the Deacons, and I'm sure the coaching staff as well as him are going to look back on this performance for him as a positive. As that one will deflect off of Russell now and end up out of bounds. Mustangs resuming play now with Mohammed. Mohammed trying to work around Gladich, but a nice slide takes the ball away from him. And now moving up with space is Miranda.
Yeah, that was a great job at Gladich covering for Dietz as he went and stepped.
Miranda now met there by Colley. Dispossessed for a moment, but it ends up as a Shanley throw-in. And now in the middle, trying to get on the end of that one was Stitch. Couldn't quite do it, though. And it ends up with Mohammed. Mohammed out to Magar. Magar tried to move that one back to Aberley. Didn't quite work out for him, though, as it'll roll out of bounds. And Anderson will take this one over to the goal kick spot. Dietz going to get the ball ready for this one as he lets it go now down the near side. Nice control there from Stitch. Able to turn with it. And now it's going to be Altringer. Now back to Dew. Dew flips it up, and now it ends up at the feet of Beiswinger. Altringer just tripped up a little bit there, and now Dew grabbed onto there, grabbing onto Aberley there as he looked like he could have had a chance. And now Aberley with the quick restart, and the referee is going to stop play.
And make sure the ball was not moving.
Exactly. That is one of the key things with free kicks. You have to make sure that the ball is stationary before you hit the free kick. And now Mohammed working up the middle. Black now moving that one over to Kuznia. Lost it into the middle. Just slipped through Anderson's arms, but he's able to win the foot race, get on the end of it. And a nice play from him, able to recover there and pick that one up before it resulted in a Mustang chance. And now it's Black in the middle. Aberley taking possession here. Call there, I believe that was possibly on Beiswinger once again. And it's going to end up as a Mustang free kick here in a nice position for them. Possibly just going to try to loft this one in there into the 18 box. And now it's going to be number 7, I believe that is Aberley, the hat trick scorer here for the Mustangs. And now Aberley lost this one in the middle. Getting on the end of it was Magar, and he skies that one for an impressive football kick. But this is soccer, so that one won't count as it's going to end up with Dietz now at the goal kick spot. And now Dietz places it down at the spot, getting ready to resume play here for his team.
Number 12, Landon Odin.
Odin, the sophomore, coming on once again for the Deacons, as now Dietz does let this one go down the far side. Mohammed with a clever flick around a Deacon defender. Now he has space, working his way into the middle. Mohammed with a nice shot there along the ground, but Anderson was quick on his feet, and he's able to scoop that one up for yet another save. And now Anderson will let this one go down the near side as it ends up with Russell. Russell ran into by the referee, and we will have a foul called here on Cauley. Glad to see Russell's okay after he ran into both the referee and Cauley at the same time. However, he did a great job of staying on his feet and earning the foul there. And now he has possession once again. Met by Kotzbacher. Kotzbacher with some nice defense there, able to deflect the pass from Odin. And now Odin will get us restarted here once again.
Yeah, the Deacons seem to be more energized than they were in the first half, so I won't be surprised if this is a promising half.
Throwing this one back in is Mohammed. Looking back to Mohammed now, and he does end up with possession on that far side. Looks like we had a foul called there on the Deacons as Aberley is going to get in the box, however, and going to take this one. This is going to be Lambert getting played back underway. Lambert with a nice boot there, getting it on net. And Anderson with the heads-up play to just duck and let that one go out of bounds. Not going to try to handle that one, possibly let it roll into his net. Nice play there from him. And now it'll be Dietz once again with a nice pass up and over to Odin. Nice play from Kai Black, able to dispossess Russell there, as now he has possession in the middle. Aberley now has a hat trick in this game. However, it's cut out by Dew. And now Dew moves it to Jagger. Jagger with some nice aggressive play, able to keep Aberley as well as Cauley off of him. And now we have a whistle from the referee. And looks like players from both teams getting a talking to on this one. Not quite sure what this one is about, but it is going to end up in a Shanley free kick. And now booting this one in is going to be Dietz. Aberley with a clever play there, able to work it up. And now it's Mohammed with plenty of green in front of him. Now moves it over to Mohammed, working up this near sideline. Moves it back to Mohammed now. Trying to find a shot from in this area, and he does find a great angle, and he will have a go. However, it ends up right in the arms of Armin Anderson. A nice save there from Anderson, but nice play there from Mohammed, able to work around a couple of Deacon defenders and get a brilliant shot on goal.
Anderson's been doing very well in the net, especially for this being his first start there. He is very solid.
Certainly is. The scoreboard might suggest otherwise, but he has had a good game. A couple of those goals, some of the best goalies couldn't have even gotten on the end of that one. So he certainly has had a positive impact in this game, and he's going to want to keep it going to try to earn that starting spot. And now this one's worked up the near side, as Jagger is going to move it back to Beiswinger. Black now dispossessed by Beiswinger. Nice play from him. Altringer can't quite get on the end of that one, and now it's going to be Black in the middle. Moving up the far side, this is Rana now. Nice play from Hugo Zamarone, able to take it off of his feet. And now it's swinged back into the middle by Cheyenne. And now Dew is going to work up the middle here. Finds Stitch. Stitch, nice one too there with Beiswinger now to Altringer. Beiswinger just going to loft this one in, and a wonderful pass lands at the feet of Zamarone. Can't get a shot on net though, and it's going to be the Mustangs here with the counterattack. Aberle with some clever footwork in the middle, finding himself some space, and out to Mohammed. Plenty of room in front of him with plenty of members in the box as well. Mohammed tried to cross that one across the middle, but Dew with some brilliant speed there, able to cut that one out and move that ball out of bounds before it worked its way across the box. Getting ready to take this corner. This is going to be Mohammed for the Mustangs. Kai Black in position for a short corner. We'll have to see how they play this one. And now it's going to be Black taking it instead, as it looks like Mohammed came off here for a substitution. Just walking off the field where he was.
Substitution for your Mustangs, number 16, Isaiah Williams.
As now Black's going to get ready to swing this one in. Try to put one in a good spot for his teammates to get on the end of and hopefully finish off. Black does loft this one. Aberle gets a head on it. Nice effort towards net. However, heads up play from Armin Anderson, able to corral that one. And now he'll pause before rolling it out to Dan Russell. Now Kai Black. Plenty of time for him. Cut out well by Kevin Gladich, and now Russell moves up with it.
That was a very dangerous play for Anderson there. I think he is very grateful that Cheyenne didn't capitalize on it.
Yeah, certainly could have ended up not too great for him there, but I'm sure he knew what he was doing there. He put it in a spot where only his player could get to it, and a nice play from him just to get the play restarted. And we have a Mustang in plenty of pain. Looked like he might have gotten pulled in the eye. And look at that. Some nice play from Armin Anderson, sprinting from his 6, able to beat Aberle to the spot and retain possession. And good sign for the Mustangs here is that the injured player is up and walking around. Looks like they may not have to make a well, I think they will make a substitution here. But glad to see it's nothing too serious. And now Jagger working back to Dew. Dew working up the near side. Flips it over to Stitch now. Plenty of room here now. Working up the field there is number 16, Williams. This one will end up out of bounds for the Mustangs, as both teams will make a change here. Approaching the 15-minute mark now to go in this game.
Number 15, Jacob Eggman. And on to the pitch for your Deacons. Number 1, Cole Jagger.
Cole Jagger, the goaltender, coming on for the Deacons here in a midfield position. Going to see what he can do, try to impact this game in any way he can. And now Dietz over to Jagger. Nice play from Jagger, speeding away there from the Mustang player. And now Stitch able to get in front of that one and shake his man off the ball. Colley moves it back right over to Jagger, and now Jagger has some room. Jagger trying to chip this one up to Russell, and Russell will get there. Dribbling towards the corner now. This one rolls out of bounds. And Russell was just going to kick that one away as the Mustangs get ready to restart play here.
Substitution under the pitch for your Mustangs. Number 3, Thomas Halley.
Yeah, the Deacons did a great job building that one up. I definitely thought there was going to be maybe a goal. They're doing great, though, this half. Their build-up is a lot better than it was last half, so that's definitely promising.
Certainly a plus for the Deacons here is that the score has remained the same since halftime. They haven't been able to cut into this lead. However, Cheyenne hasn't been able to grow a bigger one. And Anderson is going to come out of his net now, and Aberle is going to get not win that race, as Anderson's going to get ready to boot this one away. And nice play there from Jagger, going in fearlessly as he's able to dispossess Colley, but now Colley wins it right back, and now it's going to be Black moving up the far side. what speed that was from Kevin Gladich. He gets ran over. Plenty of contact there. And Anderson, with the athletic play, able to get down to that ball and prevent that one from going out of bounds. Anderson with a nice punt now. And we will have a whistle here. Looks like that was a foul on Dan Russell. And now it is going to be a free kick for the Mustangs. What a play that was from the Mustangs, setting that up well as Aberley had a nice shot, but an even better play from Anderson with the quick hands, able to see that one right into his gloves, and now going down is Russell. And we will have a stoppage in play here for a yellow card here for Kai Black, and he will be sent off. And, oh my goodness, looks like we'll have a double yellow as Jagger will be sent off as well.
Yellow card.
Not sure if we could see a replay for that one, but certainly an interesting play there. I'd like to see what happened, but I think both players just went down. Maybe some incidental contact from both.
Substitution for your Mustangs, number 10, who's staying.
There's a possible chance there might have been some communication with the referee in the middle.
Number 5, Carter, Jagger.
Certainly there, as Jagger may have been asking for a foul and possibly didn't receive it right away, but nonetheless, both players are sent off for now. They can come back in whenever they'd like. But Cheyenne is the beneficiary of this free kick as they lofted it in the middle. Getting ahead on it's Aberley. Excuse me, that wasn't Aberley. That was Kotzbacher all the way from his defensive spot. And Anderson had come out to try to punch that one away. And they're getting on the end of that one, able to capitalize on that chance. That was, I believe, Kotzbacher. Brilliant play from him as he's able to just glide that one past Armin Anderson, and now we stand at 4 goals for Cheyenne and none for Shanley.
You know, Armin did exactly what every goalkeeper is supposed to do. He went for it. It was just unlucky that Cheyenne got their head on it first.
Now Russell on the far side. Russell moves it over to Odin. Odin plays this one back to Dietz as he'll loft it up now down to about the 30-yard line. Gabe Noah, one of the many sophomores on this team. Excuse me, he's a freshman actually. And now it's going to rest at the feet of Gladich, who moves it up to Zamarone. However, he is met there by Cauley, and now it rests with Mohammed in the middle. And falling down there, looks like Mohammed might have gotten tripped up from Gladich, but a no call. Some nice play from Gladich, able to shrug him off the ball. And now we have a whistle. I believe it may have been a foul on Shanley. Approaching the 10-minute mark here to go in this one.
66-minute assisted off the restart by number 18, Seth Kotzbacher. And your scorer, number 7, Caden Aberley.
And now it's going to be Anderson corralling that one easily. And he'll let this one go down the middle now. Falling down was a Cheyenne player. No call, however. And now Jagger trying to dispossess Cauley. Can't quite do it, though, as we have certainly seen some great play from Cauley as well as some other of these Cheyenne players. And now it's going to be with number 15, Ethan Kessler, getting ready to throw this one in for the Mustangs.
Substitution on the pitch for your Mustangs, number 17, Philip Wiganowski.
Looks like we have a change now for both teams as we wait for play to get underway, and it will. Now moving up here around the middle of the field, that's going to be number 13. I believe that is Kuznia there. Nice play from him, just trying to test Anderson from a great distance. However, Anderson was on his toes, ready to deal with it. And might want to see a more sense of urgency here from Anderson, as the Deacons really got to start to try to put the numbers forward here. They're going to try to get a goal in this one. Now it rests with Lambert. He'll chip this one down the middle. And now Russell looks over to Zamarone. Jagger coming after Mohammed in the middle. Can't quite get to him, though. And now the goal scorer, Kotzbacher, is going to move this one outside. And Cheyenne's just going to try to work this one around here, try to milk this clock as much as possible. Now it's going to be with Altringer on the near side. Altringer, nice 1-2 there with Noah. Stitch couldn't quite corral it, and it'll end up out of bounds for a Cheyenne throw-in as we have more changes for both teams as we now reach the 10-minute mark in this one.
On to the pitch for your Mustangs, number 8, Robin Maher. And on to the
Magar
pitch
coming on now for Mohammed.
for your Deacons, number 5, Carter Jagger.
Getting ready to throw this one in is Lambert. And he's going to look for Mohammed in the middle. Met there by Stitch, however, great control from him. And Stitch will now be called for a foul as Mohammed will get ready to restart. Now Kotzbacher on the near side. Looking for option, has plenty of time. Couldn't get on the end of that one was Lambert, and now Magar will move it back to Mohammed. Mohammed, some nice play through the middle, finds himself with some space. Moves it back, and having a one-timer there was Kuznia. Good effort from a great distance, however, just couldn't quite get over it enough to drive the ball down, and it will sail out of bounds now for a Shanley goal kick.
For your Deacons, number 2, Jordan Miranda, and number 16, Ben LaVisca.
Ben LaVisca coming back in for the Deacons. The Deacons really want to try to get this energy up. That's probably a big part of Ben coming back in.
Now this will be Dietz. Moving this one forward to Altringer. Falling down there was Jagger. Looks like the Cheyenne player was protesting that call a little bit. Nonetheless, it's going to be a free kick for the Deacons now. And now Dietz on the far side going to try to swing in a good ball here. And now Dietz is going to loft this one into the box. Nice play from the Mustangs, able to clear that one out. However, Zamarone battling for it, and now Dew looks like he was just going to have a go there, but it takes a bad deflection. And now number 17, Waganowski, has plenty of space. Gladich just clears that one away from Magar. Looks like that ball may have hit somebody in the stands. Hope they're okay. But it's going to be a Mustang throw-in. And now Lambert. Going to get play back underway here as Miranda gets tripped up, and we will have a foul called. And the Deacons will get play back underway now with a free kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was just given a ring that was found in the sand. This is a silver ring with 2 crosses on it. If you want to come up and get the ring, it's up here in the press box.
And now Dew on the near side. Moved over to Miranda. Trying to get on the end of that one was Jagger. Couldn't quite do it, though. And tripped up there was Cawley. A couple players go down in the middle. Ref lets them play, however, and now they're back to their feet as Cawley with some great moves, able to get around some Deacons. And Cheyenne retains possession as now LaVisca, first we've seen of him in the second half, able to dispossess the Mustangs, and they will clear it back now. Cawley shrugging off the ball there by Altringer. Miranda now on the near sideline applying pressure. Magar couldn't quite get on the end of that one, and now it's going to be Jace Dew's ball to throw in here. Looking for a man to throw to. He picks out Jagger. Nice touch from him, able to control it, and now Miranda on the near side. slide in to try to keep that one in bounds. May have just rolled out, however, as West Fargo Cheyenne gain position once again as they will make some substitutions here. Getting ready to resume play is going to be Lambert now for the Mustangs. Kotzbacher, the goal scorer, coming off for them.
With only 6 minutes left and the ball still in the Cheyenne defensive half, the Deacons have to want to put a ball in here if this game is going to change.
Yeah, certainly appears like the Deacons may be running out of time to salvage any points in this one. However, they can still try to gain a couple goals, try to get some momentum. And now booting this one downfield will be the Mustangs once again. Casas possessing in the middle and a beautiful through ball now out towards Mohammed. Poor touch from him, though, and able to have a goal kick. Well, we have a minute here, ladies and gentlemen. Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathleticClub.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button, or become a member if you are not one already. It's easy to become a member, and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. And now in the middle, Jagger with some space. However, Miranda ends up with it. Miranda's going to float it across the line. Nice play there from Miranda, trying to see if a Deacon could get on the end of it. Can't quite do so, but some positive attacking play from the Deacons here as we reach the end of this game. Nice header there from Jagger. And it rolls away. Oh, Zamarone had a chance there around the 6-yard box to possibly redirect that one into the net. However, just took a bad touch off of him. Not sure he was ready for that one, and it winds up out of bounds. However, nice play from Zamarone, sticking with the play, trying to get on the end of it, as we have now passed the 5-minute mark to go in this match. Dew now in the middle. Just going to boot this one out of bounds as Cheyenne gets ready to resume play here. Chase Dew moving up the field. Plenty of options for him here. Swings it out to Miranda. Looks like that may have deflected off Miranda, and it was. And it'll now end up as a Cheyenne throw-in. Mohammed now moving it back to Kotzbacher. This one up to McGar now. Just rolled out of bounds, however, and it'll be a Shanley throw-in now. This one moved back to Dietz. As now he'll launch it over to Laviska. Laviska now moves it over to Jagger. This one's going to roll out of bounds here as Cheyenne just trying to take as much time off the clock as possible. As Dew now going to get things going here. Approaching the 2-minute mark of this half, and some positive play here from the Deacons as Jagger moves all the way to the 18. Takes a deflection, lands at the feet of Zamarone. Back to Stitch. Teed up for Stitch. Couldn't quite get through, though. Now Dietz going to gain possession. Moves it over to Jagger. Jagger now to Miranda. Plenty of time and space for him. Jagger trying to chip that one back to Miranda. Doesn't work for him, though, and now Cheyenne will clear. Laviska in the middle. Moves it over to Stitch. Met now by Kosas, and he will be run out of bounds. Some physical play there, but legal from Jorgen Dietz.
Ben Laviska has had some very good minutes here for the Deacons. I think he's done an awesome job in for them and playing in the middle and kind of controlling it. Certainly
some nice play here from the junior. The Deacons are certainly going to try to build up their experience for their inexperienced players as much as possible, especially with some injured seniors, as we mentioned earlier here. And now some great speed there from Cheyenne player. It just takes a bad deflection off of him, however, with some impressive speed, able to get away from his marker, and it'll end up out of bounds for a corner. Don't forget that you can connect with Shanley TV on social media. Get the latest updates about Shanley sports teams, plus reminders about upcoming broadcasts. Like our Facebook page today at facebook.com/ShanleyTV. Follow us on Twitter at ShanleyTV. And now you can follow us on Instagram as well at ShanleyTV. Getting down to the 1 minute mark now in this final half of play. Cheyenne looking like they're going to come away with a victory here. And the 3 points, which is certainly a plus for them. Every point you can get in this competitive EDC is a win. And it's going to be, I believe, Kosas getting ready to swing this ball in on the corner kick. Into the middle, a dangerous ball. Cheyenne can't quite get a head on it, though. And it'll trickle out of bounds for a Shanley goal kick. And now Dietz going to get ready to take this goal kick. Poor pass from him, and now it ends up with Waganowski. He's going to have a go as Anderson was a bit out of his net. However, nice play from Dietz to recover. Magar just going to swing it across, and now it ends up with in the hands of Anderson, And now he boosts this one down towards Hugo. As now we are under 10 seconds to go here.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And the clock will hit zeros on this one, ladies and gentlemen. And our final score here from Cichy Stadium is West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs 4, Shanley Deacons 0. Hadley, as we come away from this game here, moving into further competitions, what do you think both teams can do to improve their performance and their standing in this competitive EDC?
Cheyenne's possession game was very good. I think that's something that they can take with them all throughout the season, and it'll work very well for them. The Deacons had some very good transitions from the back up to the front, which towards the end of the season may just give them some very good goals.
Agreed, Hadley. For Hadley Huber and our entire crew, I'm Emmett Kenny. The final score from Fargo, Shanley Deacons 0, West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs 4. To watch the archived version of this entire game and our other broadcast, go to ShanleyTV.com. The proceeding has been a presentation of Shanley TV.